Hi, my name is Robin Penny, and I'm going to guide you through a short yoga practice, movement practice to help your low back feel better. And just quickly, low back discomfort can be caused from a variety of different situations and reasons. So, this practice may not completely fix your issue, but it'll help you move and feel and relax and just bring some more awareness and also some more strength into your body so that you can support yourself whether you're standing a lot or sitting a lot or whether you're just stressed. So I really hope this helps you feel better. Some of the things that I would encourage you to have is a pillow or a bolster. If you have a pillow around your house, that's great. A blanket or a towel would be nice. And then there's also some points where we'll put our hands on an elevated surface like yoga blocks. Books will also work, or a cheese grater under each hand, or a bottle of wine. It doesn't matter. Just something under your hands if you desire that. So we're going to start on the back. So go ahead and slide any props out of your way, and we'll grab these later. The only thing that you might want is a blanket for behind your head. So set that up so that you have a little cushion behind your head, and we'll come all the way down onto the back, just any way you like. And sometimes even coming to the back is a little tricky. And once you get down to your back, just land in your body and notice how you've placed your body. Some of us will feel better with our legs straight, and that will bring a little arch to the low back. And many of us will feel better with our legs bent and the feet on the floor so that the low back can flatten down. And let's just anchor here and take a few breaths in and out through the nose or the mouth. So full breath in, down into the belly and up into the rib cage and the chest. And a smooth, easy breath out through the nose or the mouth. And just take two more of those breaths just to release anything that you might be holding on to. Just to relax into your breathing. And one more. Let's bring some awareness into the pelvis. So bring your hands and place them on your hip points here, these bony parts at the front of your hips. And we're just going to tilt and tuck the pelvis back and forth. So with your inhale, move your sitting bones down towards the floor so that your low back arches and there's a little space under the low back, the sacrum area. And then with your exhale, go the other way. Scoop the tailbone under and flatten your low back to the floor. We'll move back and forth 4 times like that. Just rocking the pelvis, stay in a pain-free range of motion. And as you move, just notice if there's a position, whether it's arched or low back flat, that feels better to you. That's really good information for you to have. Let's take one more, back and forth. Now take your arms off to the side, anywhere they land. We're just going to take a little twist to the right. So let your knees just fall over to the right, any amount, and just feel what you feel in your body. Lengthen through the left side of your body. Breathe into the left side of your rib cage. Let your head roll where it wants to roll. Let your arms land where they want to land. And use your next breath out to bring the knees back to the center. So use your belly a little bit to do that work. Take a breath in the middle, and then go to the other side. Let your knees tilt over to the left, nice and gentle, going as far as you would like to. And take a couple breaths here. Just let your body relax. Let your head roll, your arms open, however they want to be. And on your next exhale, bring the knees back to the center. Now, let's flatten the low back to the floor. So feel your whole spine anchored along the floor and bring your arms out into a cactus shape. And this may not work for some of you. Some of you, your shoulders just won't be happy here. So you can find a different position with your arms. But turn the palms open to the sky if that feels okay. And ideally, your arms would be a little bit high up so the elbows might even be in line with your shoulders. And now see if you can anchor the backs of your arms down into the floor and really press your arms back. Press the forearms back, maybe the wrists. Think about pressing your wrists into the floor and your fingertips down, and even draw your ribs down. And that might be hard. You're using lots of effort here, so just see if you can breathe as you press. We're going to hold this position as we breathe for 2 more breaths, in and out through the nose or the mouth. Feel this good work, this isometric pressing down into the earth with your arms and the backs of your rib cage. And then just release that work. Let your arms rest. So sometimes we need to work on the pelvis for the low back, but sometimes doing some work in the shoulders can help the low back feel better. Now, we're going to roll onto the right hip. So roll onto your right hip, and you can use this blanket under your head to make a little pillow, and if you need to make it a little higher, you could. We're going to bend the knees so the knees are on about a 90-degree angle out from the body, and then take your arms and stack them. Your head will rest on this little pillow that you made. So straight arms, knees stacked, and see if you can sense if your ankles are stacked, your knees are stacked, your hips are stacked, your rib cage is stacked, and your shoulders are stacked. We're going to open into a twist. So with your next breath in, lift your top arm up towards the sky, and then just lean back through the left arm. And I'm going to hit a wall here. You might hit something in your house. Don't worry about it. Just work around it. Maybe your head will turn and twist. And then let's close the twist. Restack your arms and close your twist. Let's do that 2 more times. So lift the top arm up, and then lean that arm back. Lean back through the shoulders. Let the head roll. And then close your twist. One more option for the last one. Straighten your bottom leg and pin your top knee to the floor. And then with your next breath in, lift the top arm up. Lean the shoulder back, let the head roll, twist as far as you like, and then close your twist. Good. Let's roll onto the belly. So straighten both legs and roll onto the belly. So now you're kind of facing this little blanket pillow that you've made. Come up onto your forearms, so you're in a little back bended shape, and then just lift the chest forward and up. Take a breath in here. And lower your head down and just land here. You can scoot this blanket out of the way, make a little pillow for your head, maybe rock the hips from side to side. Then lift your head a little bit and draw your hands back next to your ribs like you're going to do a push-up. We're going to take a hovering hand version of cobra pose. So lift your head up and lift your chest up and strengthen your legs. Lift your hands off the floor. So you're using the muscles on your back. Just stay in a pain-free range of motion, but work your back. Strengthen the back. Take another breath in. And then with your exhale, lower down. Let's do that one more time. Lift the head up. Lift the shoulders up. Lift the hands up. Hover. Use your back muscles, feel them working, and then lower down. Good. Let's take that recline twist to the other side. So just roll onto your left hip, and my back is facing the camera, so hopefully you can still hear me. Make a little square with your knees, so bend your knees out in front of you. Scoot the blanket so it's under your head, and then stack your arms. Arms are straight, right arm on top of your left arm. Sense if your ankles are stacked, your knees are stacked, your hips are stacked, Your rib cage is stacked and your shoulders are stacked. And then with your next breath in, lift the top arm up towards the sky. And then lean back through the right shoulder. Let the upper back turn. Let your head turn as much as you like. Close your twist. And then 2 more times like this. So with your next inhale, lift the top arm up. Lean the chest open and roll. Close your twist. And then keep doing that with your knees stacked, or straighten the bottom leg and pin your top knee down to the floor. Open when you're ready with your twist, top arm up, and then lean the chest open, lean the arm open, and close your twist. Nice. Let's roll onto the belly again. So straighten the legs, roll onto the belly, roll into that Sphinx position, and if you need to adjust your body back on the middle of the mat, do so. And then let's lay down, make a little pillow with your hands. Again, you could use this blanket as a little support. Just rest your forehead down. We'll take 3 belly breaths. So breathe into the belly now. And feel the belly expanding against the floor as you breathe. And then feel your belly deflate as you exhale. And take 2 more breaths here and just feel the way the curves of your spine change just through your breathing. One more breath in. When you breathe in, your low back will tend to flatten as the belly inflates. And as you breathe out and the belly deflates, your low back will tend to come into that little arched position. Lift your head up, draw your hands back next to your ribs. Let's press up to all fours. So press up to all fours. We're going to take a couple rounds of cat-cow here. So if you wanted to bring your blanket under your knees now for a little bit of cushion, you could do that. And I'm actually going to just spin around on my mat, so I'm facing that towards the front of your mat. And if you would like to do that, you could also do that. So let's find a couple rounds of cat-cow. So with your inhale, drop the belly, lift your chin, and arch your back. And on your exhale, press down and round, and just feel the belly pull in, feel the low back draw up, feel the whole spine rounding, and move back and forth like this. Let your breath be the leader. One more time. And now start to move around in whatever way feels good to you. So some of you will want to rock the hips around. Maybe you want to drop the head and roll the chest around, or let the shoulders move. Don't think about it too much. Just move through the body. Let this movement just start to release a little bit of tension anywhere you need it. If there's any little places where you want to linger and hang out for a moment, you could. Just building a little bit of a better map of your body as you move. Good. Stop in the middle and let's stand up on the knees. So walk your hands back towards your knees and rise up. Use the power of your pelvis to rise up. And now we're going to have a little bit of a challenging moment here. So hands to your hips, or you could use a wall that's next to you or any other furniture that's around. Move the weight into your left knee and pick up your right foot and step it forward into a lunge. And make this a 90-90 lunge. So you're making 90-degree angles with your legs. And so this is not the version where we're pushing the hips forward. Instead, draw the hips back and draw your ribs into the front of the body. So you get integrated through the front part of the body. Either hands to your hips or hands to your front thigh for a little bit of support. Or you could bring your arms out into that cactus shape that we found on the floor, or even arms up. But watch for the ribs popping. See if you can draw the ribs in and breathe here. Reach up through the crown of the head, whatever position you're in. And then with your exhale, bring your hands back down to your hips. Let's switch sides. So you can try to not use the support of your hands on anything and swing that right knee back. It's just getting you to play a little bit, asking your legs to work a little bit. Let's shift the weight into the right knee and step the left foot forward. And then feel this side, this lunge. Can you find your balance? Can you draw the ribs in, get integrated through the front part of your body? And then choose a position to breathe here. Either hands at the hips, hands to your front thigh. You could do hands at the heart if you like, or arms in that cactus shape, or arms up. It really doesn't matter. Choose a position that you like and breathe here. Good. We're going to step into a standing forward fold now. So I've got blocks here, and this is where we'll use them. Some of you will like to have blocks under your hands. So tuck your back toes and lift your back knee up, and then we'll step the back foot forward into a forward fold. And take your feet nice and wide for this forward fold. So lots of space between your feet, maybe about hip width distance apart. Let your knees be soft, and then just drop your head down. And be like a rag doll here. So let your head relax, let your shoulders relax. And you can change the height of these blocks if you like, or you could even just take them off to the side. Some of you will like them, some of you don't need them, won't like them. So you get to choose. And we're gonna roll up the spine now. So lots of strength through your legs, soften your knees, and then we'll roll up slowly. So drop the tailbone down, roll up your spine. Your head will come up last. Roll the shoulders onto the back, and then we'll roll back down. So drop the chin towards the chest, roll down slowly. Take your time. Notice the places where you need to go slowly or where it's a little bit tricky. We'll roll up again. Drop the tailbone down. If you need to use the support of your hands on your legs, that's fine. Just notice what you're doing, where you need the support. Let's roll back down one more time. Drop the chin towards the chest. Roll down. Feel your body. Know that it's strong. It wants to support you. Stay here. And then if you've got this blanket behind you, see if you can reach back and shift it off to the side. And we're going to step back to either plank pose or all fours. So hands to the floor, either knees to the floor, or tuck your toes and lift up into plank. Nice strong body, strong legs, strong arms. Take a breath here. And then everyone lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog, hips to the sky. So if you were coming from all fours, you'll just lift your knees off the floor and go up and back to down dog. We'll go back and forth between those two positions. So either knees to the floor or to plank on your inhale. On your exhale, up and back to downward facing dog. And one more time, either all fours, hands and knees, or plank with your breath in, strong body, belly in, and exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Bring your knees to the floor. Sit back in child's pose. So untuck your toes, shift your hips back, and land. Lots of ways you can support yourself. Maybe fists in a tower for your forehead. Maybe rock the hips around a little bit. And breathe into the back of your waistline. Good. Let's rise up to stand. We'll make our way down onto the back, but we're going to do it slowly this time. So swing your legs around so that you can plant them up at the top of the mat. And do your best to come down slowly with me. So plant your feet at the top of the mat. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Reach your arms forward. Take a breath in. Lift up through the back of the heart. And with your exhale, slowly roll down for 5, 4. See if you can keep your feet rooted. 3. Maybe hands to the backs of the thighs if you need it. 2. And 1. Nice job. Okay, scoot your feet in a little bit. Lift your shins so they're parallel to the floor. Bring your hands to the fronts of your thighs and press your hands against your thighs and your thighs against your hands. And you might feel some trembling happening in the belly. Just hold here. Hold, hold, hold. See if you can breathe. Notice what's challenging. See if you can relax within the challenge. One more breath in and out. And then release. Feet to the floor. Let's cross the right ankle over the left thigh for a reclined figure four. Either stay here, you could rock from side to side, or if you would like to get a deeper stretch on the outer hip, you could pull the knees in. Either stay here or hands behind the back of the left thigh for reclined pigeon. Easy breaths. Release what you don't need anymore. And then switch sides. So uncross, left ankle over right thigh. Either stay with your right foot on the floor and rock from side to side, or gather the knees in. Maybe add the hands behind the back of the right thigh and hold here. Good, and then unwind and release. I'm going to give you a few options to rest in Shavasana. So let's rock up into a seat or roll to the side. And this is where you'll use your props. So some of you will really enjoy having a pillow behind you for a little bit of a back bend shape. So if you like this, you'll set up your bolster here behind your hips. You'll lay back into the supported back bend. Your legs can do whatever you want them to do to relax. This pushes the chest open and gives you a nice supported back bend. Others will enjoy something called Stonehenge, where you set up 2 blocks in a little tower like this. You take your pillow and put it across the top, and then swing your shins on top. And then you'll come down to rest like this. In this position, your low back is flatter to the floor. So some of you will prefer that. And then the last option that I will give you, and remember that on different days you might prefer different things, is to use a wall for legs up the wall. And I'll show you that now. So for this one, you could have a blanket for behind your head. You'll come to sit right next to the wall, and then just swing your legs up so that they're resting like so. Blanket behind your head for a little bit of support, arms off to the side, and whatever position that you've chosen to rest in, really let this be nurturing. Let your body rest. Nothing to do except to integrate into your body and your breath, and to offer some gratitude for some practices that can help you even out these perhaps long days that you're having right now. And know that you can rest here as long as you like. Maybe you're resting for just 10 conscious breaths, or maybe you can give yourself about 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, to completely soak up the body and the breath. Let your mind settle. And know that there are people who are with you. Our hearts are with you. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.